what we see is a transition to some fifth-generation wireless technology, and that's 5G. And what I'm told is it's going to fundamentally change our society, our economy, and our national security. So we all need to be concerned. I'm told it's expected to provide exponential increases in speed, capacity, and reliability of internet-connected devices. That will include a variety of revolutionary technologies, from new methods of transmitting data to new advanced cell tower infrastructure and an untold number of new smart devices. I'm told 5G is expected to provide not only 20 times faster network performance, but also generate 12.3 trillion in global sales activity by 2035. I'm told it's going to create millions of new jobs and launch entirely new industries. However, 5G also represents serious consequences for our national security. So I think it's very critical to understand and explore those issues as well. And all of this is the purpose of today's hearing. I thought FBI Director Wray said it well when he said this: 5G technology provides the capacity to exert pressure or control over our telecommunications infrastructure. It provides capacity to maliciously modify or steal information. And it provides capacity to conduct undetected espionage. Undetected espionage. Because of its economic and security implications, the race to 5G has elicited fierce competition among companies and governments around the world. 5G is a national strategic priority of China. The Chinese government has invested more than $400 billion in development. It has supported Chinese industry efforts in international standard-setting bodies. It has allocated domestic spectrum for 5G. It has supported deployment of over 350,000 5G stations in China, which is nearly 10 times as many as are deployed in the United States. Huawei alone has grown its global revenue from $28 billion in 2009 to $107 billion in 2018. 1 year ago, Huawei held 28% of the global telecommunications market, up 4% from 2015 alone. Today, 59% of all handsets sold in India are Chinese-made. However, the root of our concerns with Chinese companies like Huawei is not their growth, but requirements placed on them by the Chinese government. According to a recent letter from Admiral Stavridis, Breedlove, Lockyer, Keating, General Clapper, and General Alexander, China's 2017 intelligence law requires all Chinese companies, and I quote, to support, assist, and cooperate with the security services of China's one-party state, end quote. The letter further states, and I quote, the Chinese cybersecurity law and other national strategies like military-civil fusion mean that nothing Chinese firms do can be independent of the state. Firms must support the law enforcement, intelligence, and national security interests of the Chinese Communist Party, a system fundamentally antithetical to the privacy and security of Chinese citizens and all those using Chinese networks overseas. So exactly what does that mean? I think that's a crucial question in this because this is so big. I've visited China for 40 years. Assuming the interpretation of this law is correct, I find this deeply troubling, and I think every nation ought to think long and hard about the consequences of opening their internal telecommunications networks to this kind of data extraction and potential espionage. So we need to lead, but with caution. And so as a member of the Intelligence Committee for a long time now, and other members of this committee join me in that, I really view, Mr. Chairman, this hearing is just a beginning. This is revolutionary, and we must know well all its aspects.